Well, Matt wanted me to ask you if you find anybody else better looking than me. Okay, bye. Welcome back to another episode of the Sergio Talks podcast. It's your boy Sergio Talks.
It's your boy Matt.
It's your boy Carl.
And we got a special guest, the one and only
Hergy Mayala.
There you go. So for those of you who don't know, Hergy is a professional football player.
Yep.
Right. I honestly, after high school, you kind of just vanished.
Yeah, after high school, I went to prep school in the U.S. Spent 2 years there.
No way.
Yeah, and then after that, I went to university there too. So
fresh after high school, you left.
Yeah, 2012?
Yeah, we
2012,
graduated.
2013.
Yeah.
And then after that, I've been there on the other side for like 8-9 years.
And how's it been?
Damn.
It's been cool. It's been cool. Learning a lot. And I mean, just life.
Was it tough? Like having to move, quite frankly, the majority of your life that you had here to go somewhere else?
I think it was the only thing that was tough is like you don't know nobody. And
Right.
Like, there's no French. There's no French whatsoever.
Yeah.
And you kind of just gotta embrace the other culture.
Right.
And you kind of lose yourself a little bit. But as far as that, it's pretty much the same as here.
But were you going there and coming back to visit from time to time?
Nah, my schedule was like you go to school, I probably spend like a month in Montreal, 3 weeks.
And that's it.
And then the rest of the time I'm either in school, training for something, just living that life, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you kind of did you get to kind of like experience like a kind of what we see on social media, like the hype, like the frosh parties, the frat parties and all that stuff? Or you did?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, my first year, so I went to
How much would someone have to pay you for you guys to eat a rat? And I know your low ass standards gonna say $100.
Did you see how he reacted? Yeah, he's like low ass standards,
I was
bro.
ready for it, bro.
Yeah,
Yo, what's your rap for $100?
Like for like $1,000.
No, you're doing
like
it for $100.
I feel like he do it.
Like
for
how big is a
$500.
rat for $100?
It's a
The New York rat.
New York rat.
New York
That's
rat.
the Masters of Raccoon.
No. Like $100.
Like,
All boys school for prep school.
Yeah,
It's crazy. It's like military on the schedule. But once I got to college,
that was different.
I actually started in like business, and then once I got like experienced that life, frat
Yeah.
parties, like going out on
Everything.
a Tuesday night, you got practice the next day.
Damn.
My grades just went.
Really?
Yeah, it went down fast.
Did it cause you some trouble? Like,
I mean, I was good enough where I was like, he's like just right under the radar.
Right.
But yeah, my grades just took a hit, and then I like after the semester, I was like, I gotta chill out.
you see, like you would never know that because on social, like you don't post much on social media stuff like that, right? So you would never know. Me in my mind, I'm like, damn, like, man's dedicated to his craft, discipline.
I am dedicated, but
He's like, wink, wink. I am
while.
dedicated. But okay, so how do you feel like you were able to kind of balance everything together? Because obviously there's a lot of pressure. Because I mean, at the time, was that considered that you were pro already, or you were trying to go pro?
I was trying to go pro, but as far as like pressure, I feel like the game is the game.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing is just like keep the main thing the main thing. Football was the thing that brought me there.
Yeah.
And for me, it's just like as long as you're doing this thing good,
Yeah.
and like they keep like, all right, you're
Yeah.
just one of our guys.
Focus.
Then you're always gonna be good, and you're never gonna have to worry about anything else.
Yeah.
You
No,
can balance after that party life and whatever you're doing with football.
Right. So for the people that don't know, like where are you at right now?
Right now, Montreal Alouettes, year 5.
There you
Which
go.
is crazy. I feel like the dinos are in that locker room now.
Really?
Yeah. There's guys that are like 20 years old, 21. It's like,
Yeah.
God, they're like 2,000 kids.
You're right.
Damn.
It's true.
Yeah, it's like it sounds weird,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, bro. Anyone that's like, oh, I'm 2000. What are you talking
2000
about?
and there's more. There's more. And sheesh.
But it's crazy too. But even like with the new generation, like anybody that's born in the 2000s, well, actually no, like let's say like anybody who's 18 now, look like girls that I was going after at my age when I was
Yeah.
like 25.
Yeah. Bro, me and Carl would just go around where we're talking, whatever, and then we see someone that's like nice or whatsoever, and we're like, wait, yo, listen, wait.
You got some ID.
Shit, bro.
Take a breather.
Take a breather, bro. She's probably like 16, 17 or some shit. Not even 18.
Yeah.
Not even quite. Listen. Because they look fucking 21, 22, 23, all the makeup, all the way they dress too.
Yeah.
Like, I think I've seen a girl, she was 17. She had like a dress, mini skirts, and some red bottoms. I swear on my life, I thought she was like 27, 28. I'm 17. I'm like,
Scary.
yeah, I can't talk to you. I'm not even allowed to have a conversation with you.
Gotta ask for ID now. But you can kind of see like in the demeanor, like any like 18-year-old, 19-year-olds, like they're like kind of like excited about life.
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah.
they're very outgoing.
Energetic.
Like yeah, like girls that have been around and experienced life a little bit more. They're a little bit more reserved, more to themselves, more independent. It's more so like you come to me now.
Yeah.
You know, like
yeah.
you know, like I know what I'm worth. Like come see me if you want something. You know, which is kind of crazy because I had the whole discussion with my girl just the other day because she was like, we're kind of having like this like hypothetical situation. She was like, would you come see me if we saw each other like in a club or at a bar?
Like that?
And I was like,
It depends.
I'm like, realistically, I'm like, knowing myself, no.
Yeah, exactly.
She was like, so you're telling me like you see your dream girl and you're not gonna go up to talk to her? And I'm like, nah. You know, because to me, like, no offense, but I'm like, if you're a blondie, then like if it's not you, it's gonna be some other blondie. You
Damn,
know?
did you actually say that?
I did.
What'd you say?
That's crazy.
I mean,
Your
she-
girl is
she-
open-minded.
yeah, no.
No, but I'm just scared of the answer. What'd she say?
I mean, you know, I got some bruises. I got some bruises I can't show on camera. No, but she's cool. She's cool. She get it, but she called me out on it. She's like, "Wow, it's such a fucking pussy."
Oh, that sounds like her answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like you know your worth, but I know mine too.
Yeah.
I wasn't in a space in a mindset where I was looking for a girl, so like I wasn't gonna go out of my way to come and see you, especially because. I mean, this is not to blow smoke on my own chimney, but because I am someone who gets approached too, for me, if a girl wants me, like she will also come and approach me. Especially if I'm in a mindset where I'm not looking for anything serious. So if you want to get a chance with me and you're trying to get me out of my mental state where I'm not looking for anybody right now, there's no way that I'm going to be coming out to you. You know, so. She ended up sliding to at one point.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She's brave.
Yeah, she slid, and she had never DM'd a guy ever once before in her life.
That's how they all say those still.
Well, yeah, the brother like that. Hey, yo.
No, but she's very straightforward. She first off, she can't lie for shit, nor does she ever try to lie about anything. But if I ask her a question about something, she'll give me the answer, even though it's gonna hurt me, no matter what it could be. Yeah. You know, if I say like, "Have you ever dated anybody better looking than me?" She'll be like, "Yeah."
See, I don't know
hold
about
up.
that. That
Well, hold
is
on.
a little too much. That is a little too much.
It was an example. She never did it. She never did it. But just like an example along those lines. If I were to ask her something to try to boost my ego, but like the reality of things, like she'll give me an answer like I didn't
Okay, but
like.
Sergio, please ask her.
What?
Yeah.
Just the same question you just said.
I did. She already told me.
She said what?
Just because I'm gonna give an answer, but you guys are not gonna believe me, so I'm just gonna call her.
She's gonna be like, yeah, I don't
She's
know.
gonna say him, obviously.
No, she would tell me dead ass.
I'm actually curious.
Say it. Have you ever seen
I
someone?
want to get your feeling here
nicer-
on cam.
Don't do it, Tom.
Hi.
I
This is a question because the guys don't believe me.
what?
But
I know.
yeah, I'm recording.
Okay.
But say the truth though.
Okay.
Okay. But well, Matt wanted me to ask you if you find anybody else better looking than me.
If I find anybody else better looking than you,
No, if Matt finds someone better looking than me. Yes, you. Okay, bye.
Oh, yo, brother, man. Listen.
like,
No. She wanna go.
Now she wants to go.
You gotta get straight
political.
to it.
But actually, I fucked up. What I meant to say is like anybody like before me.
That's what I was gonna say.
yeah.
Because now she's gonna be like, oh, I love you
I'm
and all
not
that.
attracted to other people when I'm like with one person. I don't look at other people and say like, oh my god.
I think the question was, have you ever dated?
He's really good looking, but I'm not attracted.
Right.
Okay,
No,
also-
obviously, I could
okay,
say
have you-
I'm able to say another girl's good looking.
Yeah.
Have you ever dated somebody
better
nicer looking than Sergio? This is the question.
No.
That-
Oh.
That's what I should have started with.
Yeah.
Okay, bye. I'll call you after. Bye. Bye.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real.
That was
Well, I mean, you would hope so. Like, let's say, like, for me, if I break up with someone, I'm looking to upgrade.
Also, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and she's obviously has the same mindset.
You guys believe that everyone has an upgrade and a downgrade?
1,000%.
yes, of course.
I know there's better looking dudes like out there than me.
But how's your
Yeah,
ego though?
but
Yeah, that's what I'm
How's your
saying.
ego?
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
I'm
let's
better
say-
than
wait,
all
wait,
of
no,
them.
I have a
but-
good
I have a good question. So we'll ask him first because I kind of know your answers. So you have a girlfriend. It's been your girl for 6 years, whatever. Then you guys break.
6 years.
Yeah.
He's like, damn.
you guys.
What is it with y'all in low commitments, bro?
6 years is, whoa, okay.
And you guys break up. Would you rather her to have a downgrade or a upgrade?
You guys been
If
together?
after 6 years I'm breaking up with you, like, yeah, you go ahead and do what you gotta do.
No, but she's finding someone else. What would you rather? As you see her in the club with someone else, you're over her, but whatever. Would you rather see someone that's better looking than you or someone that's like, it's a downgrade?
Selfishly, I'll be like downgrade, but like I'm like, if she got somebody better looking, I'm gonna look at her and be like, you go, girl.
Yeah.
You're doing good. You're doing good. I'm proud of you.
Okay. What about you?
No. What about you, bro?
My answer is I would rather for him to be better looking than worse. Because worse, I'll be like, so you left me for this.
I was thinking that low key.
You get what I mean? I'm like, I put you on some like, I don't know.
Pedestal.
Yeah. And I'm thinking like, yo, you the baddest of the baddest.
Yeah.
And then I see this. Brother, I'm gonna be like, what is the correlation? It's not working.
You're gonna start looking in the mirror.
He got PTSD.
He got PTSD.
It's not working. Like, it better be some dude. I'm like, oh, damn.
Got it.
All right.
You dap him up type of vibe.
Nemesis type of shit.
Actually, how do you guys like conduct yourself? Let's say like you're with your girl, right? Like you guys are public, you guys like you hard launched her and everything.
Yeah.
And let's say you guys are like in a club, in a bar, wherever, and you cross paths with another girl that you've either done shit with or like an ex. Do you introduce your girl to that other girl?
Personal experience before, like my relationship now, like in the past.
Yeah.
If I did anything with you and I got a girl, like you understand.
Yeah,
Like, just to understand that, like, yo, like just keep going. I'm gonna keep going.
yeah.
And if anything ever happened again, then it's gonna happen. But
Right.
it ain't no talking. It ain't no like.
Same.
That's my girl. If I'm with her, you gotta respect that.
Okay.
1000%.
But go.
I'm dumb as fuck. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh nah,
No, he is. He
Yeah,
is like
he
that.
is.
I'm crazy.
Oh my God.
I'm
Hi.
my girl,
Crazy.
and I see a girl like hooked up with whatever. I'll be like, I'll say, because it happened last 2 weeks ago, whatever, on a date. I'll say like, oh, this is awkward, and then oh shit, hey, say hi, how you doing? And I'd say, you know what I'm saying?
But what when your girl be like, who's that? What do you say?
A girl I used to talk to before.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough.
No, I'm trying to, bro. I'm the same as you. It's like you know. Don't talk to me. Don't say nothing.
but
But
what
if
she
you do,
comes to you,
okay, if it never happened to me,
But that's
because they're not there.
that's where she's crossing the line.
Yeah, you just understand the game. It's like,
Yeah.
Like,
it's
why
just the
would you
rules.
come to me and say like, "Oh, hi, Matt. Like, it's been a long time. Why are you telling me this?"
it's been a long time you dick me down.
Yeah, like, don't talk to me. I'm like, yeah, it's been a long time that I'm trying to forget. Like, well, I don't know. Anyways, yeah.
So now you're in a relationship now?
Yeah,
And how's that going?
it's pretty good, man.
You're like, it's not 6 years, but
It ain't 6. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, 2.
okay.
But I feel like for me, it's just like I said, you go through college, it's just like a whole bunch of phases.
Yeah.
And you get in this world where you're starting to get paid to play this game. Like, there's a lot that comes with it.
And how is she with that? Like, you're obviously dedicating a lot of time to the sport and to your craft. So
It's tough.
yeah,
Like, you just gotta like the balance of like, I mean, to start with, I'm not really an emotional guy, so like that was like the first domino that was just like it's tough to battle, but
right.
you know, what I mean, it's just learning. I learn a lot every single day. That's the only thing that I like about it is that it ain't the same thing every day type stuff.
Right.
It's like every day is like now I can talk to you this way, I can do that. So that's kind of the thing that I like.
Right.
I like the most about a relationship right now.
Yeah.
Just learning about it.
So learning about it, and I guess she's trying to learn also about what it takes to be a professional, like dating a professional athlete, basically, right?
Yeah.
She's getting to learn that too, right?
I mean, she's learning. I mean, it's tough because there's always like rumors out there of like athletes. You fly
Yeah.
city to city, you got a whole bunch of shit going on.
Right.
Where it's like sometimes she'll like bring it up to me, I'd be like, it ain't me, but
Right.
you know what I mean? I know people that do, but it ain't me. So
Yeah.
it's like I kind of trying to keep it like that and just with women like just assure her that you're good.
Yeah.
Like
So how do you go about reassuring her, like when she kind of goes through that questioning period?
the second you land on our flight, that 30-minute drive to the hotel, get on that FaceTime.
Right.
For as long as you can, just be on FaceTime and then take your ass to sleep.
Right.
That's it.
it's
That's the only way it's gonna work.
It's just a lot of reassurance, basically. Okay. And how do you feel when you're away and she's back home? Do you feel any type of way, given the fact that you're away for
I got a
long-
location, so
Okay.
yeah, I'm not. I don't play that.
Okay.
It's like
Yeah.
if I'm gonna be committed, I'm like, all right, I'm putting all these different things on the side and I'm focusing on you. Like, you it's either you're all in or you just all right,
Right.
I'm good on it type stuff.
So you're able to you're able to see if ever she's somewhere. You have the location, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to pick up on girls. Like
Right.
most girls are just gonna tell them themselves eventually. All you gotta do is just listen. So it's like if anything going on, it's like
You'll know.
she gonna tell me a story today, and then tomorrow morning I'm gonna ask the same thing just to make sure that it was the same thing, and then she starts talking about something. Oh yeah, this person
Yeah.
was there.
Oh,
Wait, who? So it's like just little things like that. But yeah, most of the time she be
You
behaving.
do that too.
Do what?
Like you if ever you're sussing up anybody, you
Yeah.
ask them one question, but you already got like a strategic plan about what you're gonna ask them next, a follow up question. You know.
But let me ask you. But you said you have her location. How is like the process behind? Because there's a lot of people that are so against it, and some people are so for it. So how is the process of like? Did you ask or she was? Like,
Yeah. Like what was the conversation?
She the one that first started doing it. Like when we first met.
Okay.
At first I was like, nah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So who asked first to have location?
She did, and then I said no to start. And I was like, you're not finna track me, like you know the FBI. And then after like I think it was like 4 or 5 months,
Okay.
like we really started getting the season. Like I wasn't seeing her as much. I'm like, all right, like, come on, like let's get this thing going.
Right.
And then that's when the whole location thing started. And then that's when I really started like, all right, let me start like put the big boy pants on.
Yeah.
as you would say.
And would you say for your relationship it has been like healthy or more toxic? Oh, damn. Did I hit a button?
I'm like in the middle. I'm like in the middle because,
okay.
like I said, it's just you learn a lot being with somebody, and then there's ups and downs.
Yeah.
Mostly on my side because I'm the one that had to make the most adjustment about being in a relationship and committing to one person. But yeah, like it's good.
Yeah, okay.
Did it kind of just your relationship happen like organically, like you weren't looking for something and it just happened, or were you at a point of your life where you're like, you know what, you know, I'm getting older, I'm trying to find someone to settle down with, or
I was just living life.
yeah,
I was in the middle of something else. And then when I started kind of going down, I'm like, I'm good type stuff. So then it's actually crazy the way it happened. So I was in Calgary. That's why I got drafted for my first 3 years in the league there. So they got this one street, like Sandcap, but they call it 17th Ave.
okay,
So I'm there with like a couple of my teammates. We're just sitting down on like a patio. And then she walked by. And then she turned around and then she just locked eyes. I'm like, is it me or like, so I'm like there, I'm sitting down, I'm like, all right, is it somebody else? And then she walked all the way back. She was like, what's your name, blah, blah, like, can I get your phone number and all that?
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, like, you know what I mean? And then for like 2-3 days, we didn't talk, whatever, and then we met again. And then that kind of just been that.
damn, so you got the silent Riz,
Shit.
the
man.
unspoken Riz.
Did she do?
So is she originally from there, or
Yeah, she's from Europe originally, but
Okay.
yeah, whole family.
and now living in Calgary?
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of girls that obviously they kind of talk down on their experience with athletes. Could you be the spokesperson in letting them know if the stereotypes are true or if they're false about just them being cheaters and unfaithful or anything like that? Or he's like, I'm gonna speak for me.
I'm gonna just say like most of it, for the most part,
Yeah.
is true because it's like
Yeah,
you have in the world that we live in, you have more than enough options.
right.
So it's like unless you really like, it's like you really gotta want to be with that person.
Yeah,
Other than that, yeah, you can do whatever you want and whenever because all you gotta do is just one phone call, one text away,
Right.
and somebody will pull up.
right.
But as far as that, I think that it just depends on the person. Depends on what the person is,
Right.
like what they stand on,
Yeah.
and like really what they're looking for.
But do you think like the attention, the clout, and like everything that comes with being a pro athlete plays with certain people's minds? Like, do you think that, let's say, if I were to become a professional athlete and I'm somebody who's very loyal and this and that, do you think that being in that zone would change someone? Like, do you think that plays on someone's mind? Yeah.
I mean, personally, it changed me when I came out of college. My first year, I was one of those guys that, like you said, like I just do my own stuff.
Yeah.
And then you start meeting guys in the locker room. So it's like you get your OG with like the older guys. They take you out to like you guys go out with them and stuff like that. And then depending on what they do, it's like you're gonna be in a situation where you damn near have no choice.
Right.
Like you in there, it's like you're here, you're with us, you're one of us. Like that's how we get down. So then it's like you do it one time, you survive it. Next week again, you got 17 weeks. So it's like,
Back to back to back.
and then like by like week 10, big game you won. It's like we going out. It's like shit.
Yeah.
This one girl that I've seen for like 3-4 weeks in a row now. Next thing you know, boom, you get caught up into that, and then you start to like it, and it's like, ooh,
So it grows on you.
yeah. It's just like, and then after that, like after a while, you just get like you
Yeah.
become like child's game. But when you first get into it, it's tough to like say no for 17 straight weeks or like the amount of people that you see.
I wonder what it's like for like the professional athletes that are also seen as like A-list celebrities. For them, because they have like double the clout now, because like they're like they get the clout for being an athlete,
And then
but also now like the clout of being also like a social media presence too, you know.
Yeah,
So it kind of makes you wonder like who's out there being I wonder if there's like relationships in the professional A-list sphere of like the wives know that their man's is cheating on them.
Is there like
For sure.
you must know there's like contracts, not contracts,
NDAs.
Yeah.
Between
But
husband and
those are
wife?
like guys like Braun, like guys that make a lot of money.
Okay,
To
That
protect
they gonna be
themselves.
Like, it's like if you show up to this party, I mean, stories that I heard, you show up to the like they gon' you know somebody that knows somebody, so they get invited to the party. You come with them, you get there, you gotta drop everything like your phone, and then you sign that before you get in.
So what does the contract says? It's like
So it's basically like you can't speak on what you're seeing and what's going on in there. And then once you leave, it's like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I've heard that for girls too. When girls go to like Drake's house or whatever,
Oh, yeah.
phones at the door,
Yeah.
sign
There's
the
a
NDA.
lawsuits and like lawsuiters.
Yeah.
Everybody,
but what does it sound? A contract does it say like, oh, if you speak like you all
Yeah,
have like a
you can get sued.
500,000?
You can get sued.
Okay.
Well,
yeah,
it probably
just like-
says like you'll be pursued legally.
Yeah.
But it probably doesn't say like for what amount or for whatever.
Okay.
But if ever you get sued, then you'll see how much they're suing you for.
and it's probably gonna be a lot, especially if like a high ranked person and you trying to the character.
Yeah.
You don't have enough money to lawyer up against them.
So
bro.
these girls really be shut the fuck up then.
But also, like, what kind of girl would go in there and want to run her mouth? You know, it's like.
You there for the clout. You there for like hanging
Right.
around those people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they know that that's what you're there for, and they don't want you to be spreading any kind of type shit about their
Business.
their compound, their business, who's there.
That's crazy.
Because I mean, obviously not all of them, but there's a lot of like celebrities that are into like some shady shit. Like whether it's doing drugs or, bro, just to give you an example, I know it's a very extreme, but fucking no one knew about, Jeffrey Epstein's island. And little do they that there was all these, political figures and celebrities going to this island.
That list is crazy.
Yeah, and like
That list
just
is crazy.
like having interactions with underage girls. So like, but this was no news to anybody for the longest time until it leaked. You know.
I've dated this singer that.
Please clarify her age, bro, because we just spoke about underage girls, bro.
No. I've
Please clarify her
dated a
age.
singer. Oh, she was older than me. She was 27.
Okay,
Okay.
we're in the
There
clear.
you go.
I just don't want to get canceled.
Yeah, no. I've dated the singer. She's 27 years old. She's older than me, but she's known and she's been in LA a lot. And then she kind of told me some tea here and there. And then I've like known names doing some crazy fucked up shit, bro. Like she'll go to a party at the same time, but DNA, she can't say whatever. But they do some like I can't see them the same way, crazy drug shit or like some I would say some whole shit, like crazy, like just
like unimaginable shit.
no, yeah, things that you don't think of. Like you'll go to everyone is just having fun and drink, but she'll be in the middle and be like, "Who's fucking me?" and being completely naked.
Yeah.
But they're like known people that you see on social media, and you would never think of those type of
It's
things.
all about the image, man. Like being like the higher you go, it's more about just protecting your image. You
Yeah.
can be whoever you want in those parties. Like if you're crazy, you're gonna be crazy regardless.
Yeah.
But whenever you show up in front of the people, like
Yeah,
you
you're someone
doing?
else.
I'm good. Have a good day. Like,
Yeah.
you just gotta keep that in there. You're gonna be good.
Yeah.
There's someone's like mom that I used to know that she was sharing a story at one point. No,
What?
because
Say somebody's mom. I'm like, what?
Someone
Can you,
like I
can you
heard
be more
some-
specific?
someone was
a friend's mom, she was telling a story one time where she used to know, I forgot which rock star it was, but I'm talking about like a rock star back in like the 80s, right? And she told me that like back then, like they were fucking so much, they were fucking so many women that just because the experience then was so boring is that they would find themselves also fucking men. But it wasn't like they weren't gay or anything like that. It was just like they've been so
Looking for the high.
like desensitized. Yeah, the high of fucking women. Like they fucked all kinds of women left, right, and center. It's like they need to seek like a new thrill, and then they would go and do that. Obviously, they're on top of the drugs and all that shit. But
Yeah.
I mean, you don't see celebrities now like being that heavily into drugs like they used to be back in the day. like before, like anybody from Kiss or like Aerosmith or any of those bands, like you knew they were always coked out, you know. Like now it's like you can't. They don't really do that anymore. Like they do it more low key.
Yeah, very low key because they'll get canceled right away as soon as they take something because people judge too much.
Right, but like the only person I could think of is like Post Malone. Like sometimes like they'll show like clips of him who looks like high or whatever.
Yeah.
It was fucked up. Or Sam Smith. No?
Was it? I don't
Sam
know.
Smith, where he was like practically naked or something like that.
What the fuck,
You
for
didn't see
real?
it? No? Oh yeah, that shit was wild. Where there was kids in front also.
What?
He had like stuff on his nipples,
yeah, I've
and then
seen.
like.
Oh yeah, but Sam Smith has gone like more like liberal,
that
like
was crazy, bro.
he's turned he.
I mean, he's already gay. He can't turn.
Yeah.
I mean, he could
Well,
turn back.
I don't think it works that way.
I was about to ask you. So how's your personal relationship knowing that you're a professional athlete, and as you said, there's clout, fame as like the stigma of like I'm an athlete. How do you feel when someone new comes to your life? Like, how do you always have a step back, or like are you right away like friends with people, or like do you think they're there for either your money, your clout, you're around obviously other athletes, famous people. So how do you feel about this? Like, how's your personal relationships?
Personally, for me, it's just I got really like I hang out with the same people.
Okay.
And, like I keep like we all gotta be like if I'm gonna hang out with you, we all gotta have something to lose type stuff. Like that's how I look at it. It's like you can't be friends with everybody because a lot of people they'll be like, oh man, like I knew you from growing up, especially being in Montreal. Like there's so many people that be like, man, like we went to high school together. I'm like, that's what's up, but like I just can't do it right now. Not because I don't like you or whatever, but it's like what I have to lose and what you have to lose is two different things.
Right.
I just can't mess with you just because of that. But yeah, just trying to keep the same circle really small and yeah, it's really.
But it's kind of also like a thing, especially like when people. I find like when people like reach back out, it's kind of like, where were you before though?
Yeah, always, literally.
Right.
They just come back in your DMs and they're like, oh, like I'm not even all that. Don't get me wrong. And they're like, oh, you're famous now. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, why you're texting me?
I want to catch up.
Or no, but like,
How you been?
or like
that's the one.
Or like those girls. Let's say I have 1,000 followers on Instagram, right? And then I'm sliding in your DMs, see no reply, but now I have a little like 60K, and then now you're answering me. Well, what is this? That I'm the same person. Nothing changed but a number on my social media.
I think that becomes just the fact that they know that everybody else wants you.
Yeah.
So it's like once girls know that, it's like, oh yeah,
Game over.
Nah, I want you.
But that's the thing, like that's why like every step along the way as I've been going on and like just seeing people do a bunch of things, I've always tried to do my best in encouraging them along the way. You know, like every now and then I'd send you a message or even Brian, you know, just say like congratulations. And whenever I'd see something, 'cause if I don't see it, I don't know what you guys got going on, right? So it's just more so it's like it's for just to let people know like what your intentions are and that you're there. Like you're still rooting for them, not rooting for them once they've already made it. I like to root people like along the way. You know what I mean? Because, and the only reason why I think that way is because I am myself. I'm on my own type of journey, and I kind of see that as well. And I don't want to be. I don't want to have people around me that are only reaching out to me once I make it. So I don't want to be like that for other people too.
Yeah.
You know, so I just want to make sure I send a message. It doesn't have to be a full conversation. We don't have to talk on the phone, but just like, you know, I see what you're doing, like congrats, like that's sick or whatever. Not like I've made it. Like I've had so many people ever since we got the Manscaped campaign, all of a sudden, you know, like, oh, like, you know, like congrats, you made it, big time, whatever.
That's the worst.
You know, but it's like, so I just had to get sponsored. Like we had to get sponsored, you know, by Manscaped for you to reach out. It's like
Notice me.
Yeah,
Well, that's the fastest way to just like somebody put an X on you.
Yeah,
Like to me, I'm like, all right, if you didn't reach out, then like just keep it like that. And if you ever see me in public, just be like, hey, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, once you see that, like, whatever, like you do something good, and then it's like, oh, like how you been? Just want to check on you. I'm like, come on, dog.
Yeah.
If you're not slick, stop.
Like,
that.
yeah, like.
Damn.
I might just like open up the DM and then like it, and that's about it. And then just going about my day type stuff.
Yeah.
There was that time when we just came out of Love Island, Matt and I, and there was that one guy that was DMing me, and he was like, always like, "Oh, I'm happy you're back, blah blah. I want to meet your friend, your new friends. I want to see, you guys are going out every week." He was like, "Oh, where are you guys going? Whatever." I was like, listen, bro, we used to talk one time every 3 months. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden you want to hang out all the time.
Yeah.
Like, bro, it's
Bro, I had this guy that was literally just texting me, but never talks to me ever. only talks to me when he sees, like, let's say I have a social media presence for a couple months, or I had a couple videos blowing up, whatever it is. He'll like reach out and ask me like, oh, let's do content now. Let's put me in your story, whatever, whatsoever. And then when I came out from Love Island, reached out, yo, let's chill. Every single day he was texting me, saying like, let's go, let's chill, let's have fun, let's whatever. But you know me, like I'm a chill guy, like I'm not gonna be like, yo, like, why now you're texting me? I'm not gonna call him out. I'll be like, just whatever, and like not say quite some shit. I saw him once and I was like, that's about it. But yeah,
one time is all you need. And it's so funny too, 'cause I remember when I was on the come up, when I was doing TikToks and stuff, I reached out to a few people in Montreal to collab, and seen no reply, or responded to me, and then when I wrote back again, no answer. And I'm gonna be honest, I use that shit as fuel, bro.
Yeah.
I use that. Yeah. And like I've never even like met these people.
Right.
But in the back of my mind, it's like I remember you for not having answered me.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, they never came back to me and tried to slide back in my DMs. But like, just know that next time I see you, like I'm a remember, and I see where I'm at now, and I see where you're at.
Yeah.
And just know that you could have had a piece of the pie, but you chose not to.
So you don't wanna say my
But again, it's no
titles,
hard feelings, right? Because I mean, I got to be honest. If other people would reach out to me and ask to collab, like I'm always a type to want to build people up, But if you don't have the image that like fits, or you
it is work
like
out.
you
It's a
can't
business,
speak.
though. Yeah, at the end, it's a business.
I got to be, I got to be strategic about it now, because now I have other people depending on me. Like the whole reason as to why we're here is because people saw something in us, So I got other people that I can't disappoint,
Right.
That's
what it comes down to.
Exactly. So given the fact that you've been, I mean, you have been an athlete all your life. Is there? What do you like? Where do you see yourself now? Like, what is it that you're trying to like go to? What are you trying to?
Man, it's weird. I get to that point where I'm like still young, but like I'm seeing the end tunnel. So it's like you kind of like in a weird like, all right, what am I gonna do next? And for me, just being having the chance to go to the University of Connecticut was probably the best thing that could have happened. Even though every other day I was like, I'm getting out of here, like I'm transferring, but like just going there, like you can always get a job, you can always get back, and, like give back, be a coach, like just having those things. So for me right now, it's just this year for me is just enjoying the game. Like as a professional athlete, we spend so much time like, all right, I work in the off season. Yeah. I'm gonna come in the season, like I'm already looking at the end goal, like I want 1,000 yards, I want 10 touchdowns, I want 100 catches. But it's like now I'm a veteran, so it's like there's other guys, like I said, the 2000 kids, like they look up to me like, yo, like he's doing this, like I gotta be doing that. So for me, it's kind of just enjoying that, just kind of be like, you know what, like give a little bit more of myself. I've always been a quiet guy, so just give a little bit more of myself to the guys. And a lot of guys, they come in and out, like guys get cut like every other week. It's crazy.
Really?
Like they'll be here today, you see the locker room, you come back the next morning, empty.
It's that cutthroat.
Yeah, and then you hit them up, be like, yo, like, I hope that you have a safe try home type stuff. So I just want to make sure that anybody that come in Montreal, come like in our locker room, just have a great time and like know that, yo, like I met her, she's a great guy, and whatever happened in life, like in football, like in life, like
that they speak good on your name.
Yeah, like just having a good rep.
Yeah,
that goes a long way.
Yeah, like how were you able to maintain that?
When I first got in the league, it was just like proving myself. Like that was the biggest thing. Like that was anybody say anything, I was like, if I ever saw my name anywhere, like, oh, Hergy, you drop a pass. Yeah. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that again. I'm going to the gym, I'm going whatever, I'm just getting some more work in. But I feel like once you realize that who you are, like you're just like, hey, I'm here for a reason. Yeah. I'm good enough to be here, and that's what is keeping me here. I think you just like that's release any pressure that you can have, because a lot of time as athletes, like you're only as good as how somebody look at you, and like most of the time it's the GM, it's the head coach, your OC, your position coach. Yeah. So it's like you're in a position where it's like, all right, like what is he thinking? Like if I run this route, or if I miss this, like is he gonna think that I can't do it in a game? Like what's going on? But then you just get to a point where it's like, yo, y'all signed me to a contract, y'all got me here for a reason. I must be good enough to be doing the job that you guys asked me to do. Right. Like once I got that, to me it was like end of last year, I really got that. I was like, man, like imagine if I had that my first year. Like it would have been a whole different game. Like, I'll be in a different place right now.
Yeah, it's funny to see that and looking back now. And is there anything that you would tell your younger self, or anything that you would want to do differently?
Younger self, if we go back to high school, I'll probably tell him like enjoy the people more. Okay. Like just be more open. College me, slow down, like chill out. And then pro me just like you're already like you there, man. You don't gotta prove yourself anymore.
Yeah.
Like whatever you've been doing since you was 14, 13, just keep doing it. That's
Yeah.
why you got here. You can't work any harder. You can't do anything more. Like
Right.
you already have everything that you need. God already gave it to you. So just go ahead and use it and showcase it to everybody. Really.
And when you were in school, what were you studying in?
So I got there, like I told you, I wanted to go in business. Like my grades was really good coming out of high school, but then fell down, and then that's when I really locked in on football. I was like, bro, like this football thing can take me somewhere.
Right.
And then that's when I just got, we call it a athlete degree, communication, political science, those things.
All that
so,
stuff.
so I went communication, and I was like,
So had football not been the path, what would you see yourself be doing right now?
honestly, I don't know, man. That's a great question, bro. Like, I never asked myself that question. Like,
Yeah.
after like 2 weeks, I was like, yeah, like this football gotta work.
Right.
Like I like school, but I don't like it to the point where I'm like,
wanna
I need to
stay.
study every night. I can't do that.
So
I was
your
like,
plan A was basically not to have a plan B.
Yeah, I was like, football got to be it. Like,
Yeah.
it can't not fail.
Right.
And then, thank God.
But you had to go to school though. Like you
Yeah,
had
yeah,
to.
you
had
have
no
to
choice.
do 3 years of school.
Right.
But there's a lot of guys that do 4 or 5 years and still don't get a degree. But I was like, I'm going to get at least a degree out of it.
Right.
Just to say that I did the school thing. But
Yeah.
to me, like, football was my degree. Like,
I mean, but that's some pretty big accomplishments though. Being able to get a degree and having made it pro, like it's not like not many people get to do that. You know, it's like it's survival of the fittest essentially
Yeah.
when you're trying to go pro. Like it's like you have a pool of a bunch of people aspiring to go pro, and like the funnel gets smaller and smaller as you go up, right? Because they're obviously not taking everybody. Not everybody's getting drafted at some point, you know. So
I mean, the greatest thing for me is that I play a sport that's only in North America. Like, you play soccer, like,
yeah,
you got billions of people. And then as you go, it's just like gets smaller. But football is like, it is a lot of people, but as you go out, like, you go from high school, you're really good, you go to college. And then after your second, third year, it's like, all right, this guy can play pro or he can't. So like, it gets smaller. You get pro, it gets even smaller.
yeah,
You get to year 3, 4, you look around, there's not too many guys that make it that far.
Right.
You get smaller, and then once you hit that year 7, like, you're like a dinosaur right now. Like, you're walking around, you're the only one walking from your class type stuff.
But it's crazy to me that you didn't have a plan B because especially like in professional sports, like, I mean, obviously you're training a lot, you're overexerting yourself a lot, so you're prone to more injuries too, you know? So I'm sure there's some guys that get injured and that one injury, like, I mean, it ends your career.
Yeah, I mean, injury for me, like, I feel like injury as far as, like, it just depends on who you trust to, like, be your trainer. I think to me the biggest transition that I made is, like, instead of heavy lifting and doing stuff like that, I started doing one more, like, position-specific football movement. So, like, don't have as much pressure on my knees. Or, like, my back don't hurt as much because I'm not putting 5 plates on my back, just squatting just to squat.
Oh, 5 plates.
But, like, that's like, that was, like, PR, like, in college type stuff. Like, you just
5 plates.
be out
5
there
plates
lifting.
does it do something to you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like you're doing that once a month, like you
Once a
can really
month.
walk.
You're like, God
Carl,
damn.
now you have something to do at the gym now.
I'm gonna stick to 425.
Head to head.
I'm gonna stick
Well, how
to
do you guys do a 100-yard dash?
So like it's like just running, staying
Who
fit.
would you win, Carl?
in a race.
Yeah,
I'm fast.
How far we going?
just a 40-yard dash.
40-yard dash.
Who's winning?
I got the first 20 for sure. Like the first 20 for
I'm gonna
sure.
admit it's my
But
excel.
you guys are both wide receivers, huh?
Yeah, well, my first 20, like that's the
Well,
only
what's
thing
your
I'm proud of
40?
myself.
What?
Man, it varied. My first year was like 4.52. When I came out for my pro day, it was like 4.61, and then it just got faster though. Like I started lifting differently. It just got faster and faster. I think I'm 4.4 now, maybe depending on how
Okay,
they
fair enough.
fly. Yeah.
Oh, what are you?
Last time I measured it was like probably 3 or 4 years
Oh,
ago.
yeah, nah.
It was
4.3?
4.43.
Yeah, you got
4.43.
it. Yeah, you got it. You got it.
But he's young too, huh? He's not our age.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
Oh yeah, nah, you got it. You got it.
Okay, 5 plates then.
I'm like a 4.49
Five
type
faces
guy.
are like
Like,
4.49?
Yeah, flirting with that 4.5.
Yeah.
You got it.
5 plates, bro. I'm good.
I would like to see that.
What?
That's
The-
The
the-
40-yard dash?
the
Carl
40-yard
met his
dash.
match?
I would add Stevens to it because Stevens beat you.
Oh, he's another guy that the TV reality show.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Steven.
You know,
He
Occupation
didn't beat
Double?
me.
No, he did the first.
Okay, it's 1-1, bro.
Okay, wait, pause, hold on. But that's not fair because they made him, race a second guy, and then race the third
Oh,
guy.
yeah, that's not fair.
I raced
But
everyone.
I still
I
think
raced him last.
He's got to be different
Steven's
days,
gonna
though.
beat you.
Exactly.
I beat him though.
but 1-1. But
Yeah,
I
it's
still
1-1.
think.
But after I ran like
Yeah,
4
after
times.
you made him
see that
sprint
stills.
4 times.
Stills, but Stevens does that though.
He's a sprinter.
Yeah, he is.
So what is it that you think you would want to do? Like, have you ever had any other desires outside of football? Like, do you have any, like, had any side hustle that you ever wanted to venture into? Any hobbies, anything?
Business or anything? Like that?
I mean, just business in general. I think that's something that I'm learning. When I first, like I said, like it's a learning curve, and like you said, like a lot of people, you get there, you get the money, whatever, and then boom, you get hurt. You don't get it anymore.
Right.
So like you can't have that curve of learning, and I was grateful enough to learn the last 4 years. It's like just business, like just anything with money, just understanding money more, understanding how like the banking system works, how like all those investment stuff like that work. I think that's something that I'm really big on right now.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
A lot of time. Yeah,
for sure. Not a lot of people do that, and it's so funny. I saw a video of like it was like Waka Flocka giving financial advice.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Yeah,
Great ones too.
Yeah, it was amazing. It's like anything that any like financial advisor that does this for a living would give.
Oh, wow.
And Waka Flocka was, and that's how the rich stay rich. You know, like a lot of people don't understand like how celebrities, like let's say like Lil Wayne, Rihanna, like they're not singing anymore, they're not artists anymore. So they have to have other ways of making money. You know, so people don't know that they have a bunch of real estate, that they own a bunch of different companies, that you're in. So, but even them themselves, they have people around them. They have a team, right? So they don't even know where their money's at. You know,
just gotta show up to meetings and then sign some stuff up. And
exactly, and that's it.
You
trust that you have a good team behind you, and that you know your money is kept in a good place. I mean, I think Steve Harvey had his accountant basically finesse him of I don't know how much, $20 million.
Yeah,
Finessed him $20 million.
He makes way more, so he didn't see it, and it was at the beginning, I believe. So
20 mil is 20 mil.
Yeah,
20, of course, but it's also like the principle.
I think he saw it like 3 years later. Like he just decided to like go back in the papers and like kind of just run it down just like that. Everything looked fine, and then at the beginning, like the first year or so, at the end of the year, she like took a 20 mil. Yeah. And I think that year you made like 600 or like 800 mil, something like that.
Oh, so yeah, so it's probably that's why it's so easy for her to finesse it.
Yeah, because in her head she was like, he's not gonna see it.
That's crazy. Not being able to see that you lost 20 mil.
No, man, he's not.
No, I know he realized, but the fact that she went out of her way and did that, knowing that he would probably not realize that he lost 20 million.
But you can't keep track anymore, bro. Yeah, but bro, at that point you're making 800 million. Yeah, you don't look at your bank account anymore, bro. You pass your card knowing the transaction is going to go through.
That's crazy.
You know your credit card is getting paid at the end of the month.
Yeah.
You know, unless you get a call from your accountant saying like, hey, there's no more money left. Until then, like you're chilling.
But still, then she lost a job. She lost a 20 mil. So there's. Bro, you could have made just $1 million by staying the accountant for years.
But it's also like the power that Steve Harvey has. Like she probably can't get another job.
Oh yeah, nobody in that circle. Never gonna trust that.
Like she's probably ex. Like her name is probably blacklisted.
Oh, no.
Imagine it was not worth it. He's probably paying her like $5 million already. Well, she was greedy and got
probably getting paid a lot.
Yeah,
she's handling a lot of things.
Yeah,
it's a lot of money to handle.
Yeah, and also like there's a lot of moving pieces. And the thing is like the expression goes, you know, don't bite the hand that feeds you. Like why would you go to the point of trying to get more money than you're already getting? You know, like you should be happy enough that you even had this opportunity. When there's other people that would literally, quite frankly, die to have your position. You know,
people just get comfortable, man.
Yeah,
just every day they get comfortable and.
I have a hard time, man. I don't understand why people even think that those kind of things to do it like is okay.
This is life, man. Hard life, man. Some people just think differently, man.
But like you never expect it, you know. Like obviously, like I could have all the trust I have in these guys, but obviously I'm not saying anything differently. But you like the people that have friend groups. Like how many stories have we heard of a guy's best friends fucked his girl, or you know, or like any of those stories, and it's things like you would never imagine that would ever possibly happen, you know.
So how do you guys feel about that though? Like within a friend group, the bro code. Like how. Yeah. How far do you go in a circle?
Well, I had a conversation with him the other day. I leave everything on the table. Like if things ended with your girl, and like you guys are cool, and like we became friends too, and like we're cool. If she sends me a message for XYZ reason, like you're knowing right away.
Yeah.
You know, even if you trust me and like you don't even want me to tell you these things, I'm still telling you, just so there's no room for any. Like surprises or bad blood or anything like that, right? So I'm someone who doesn't like drama, so I much rather you know right away as opposed to like 6 months from now you learn that she messaged me regardless of the message, and now there's drama between me and you. So I just rather you know right away that this is what happened, and then you know we continue going about our business. And I told you, and you're just like I don't even know why you're telling me. And I'm like,
Yeah.
because
What I like to say is blacklist. Like, kind of have a blacklist in the bro
Yeah.
code is basically like, obviously we all been like single at some point, whatever. And even if like there's girls that not necessarily were your girlfriend or whatever, that someone that was still important for you,
messing with,
whatever, as like I can be in mention and be like, bro, this name is like blacklisted. Whatever reason is, doesn't matter. Like, you don't touch that. So that for me, that's how I see the bro code. And like, think we all have like kind of a blacklist. I would say just names. It's like he said, like, if she messaged me, you're gonna know already, like blah 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 blah. And if she's not in the blacklist, I'm the type in the bro code to like, if I know like she knows you, whatever, I'm gonna message her and be like, can I talk to her or whatever?
Yeah,
if
okay,
it's been years or whatever. That's how I am mostly, but rarely happens in my opinion. But you know, if it happens, it would be like that.
I'm super pro bro codes, especially like let's say if something happened in the TV show. Basically, I was there chilling, and a new girl came in, and that was my friend's ex-girlfriend that came in the show, and I was like, oh shit. And then at a point we had a conversation, and she was like, oh, that's super awkward because that's also his ex.
Damn.
I didn't know. So we met at Love Island.
Yeah.
Okay.
And his best friend,
Yeah.
ex is my ex-girlfriend now.
Yeah.
Because
Both
I've
of my best
matched.
friends, they dated the same girl.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I've dated her on the TV show basically.
Oh, okay, okay.
and
Yeah,
they,
that's
then
how-
y'all weren't friends yet.
Yeah,
You-
we weren't
no.
friends.
Okay, yeah, so
either.
that don't count.
Yeah,
that don't
the
count.
thing
Yeah,
is-
no. Yeah.
Thing is, she was my friend's ex, but my friend was in Canada. I was in DR, and then she was saying, "Oh, Carl's hot, whatever," and then she came and tried to get me in a way, and I turned her down on the spot. I was like, "No, this is not gonna work.
Yeah, no.
You're my friend's ex, so this is not gonna work right away." You know what I'm saying?
Like
I'm-
even if it's a TV show,
Even if it's a TV show, even if
yeah.
everything's made for me to fall in love, whatever, I was like, that I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Because you would say maybe for a TV show, like you would like,
at
maybe
least-
bro
at least
code, it
talk
doesn't
to her,
matter.
you know,
Yeah, because
whatever.
like you do kissing here and there, and like it's just for show, blah 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 blah. But even though it's like, nah, like TV show doesn't matter.
No,
Like I'm still not doing that.
I'm so blessed. There's so
about
many
you?
girls in the world, bro. So like, I'm
I don't know. It's a little different with me though. Like with my guys, like we have like our core like 7.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing that come through that. Like there's not one woman that ever gonna come through that. But like if you had like Sergio, I know Sergio, me and him really close. He knows you. Like whatever you got going on, like I don't know you, like it's free game.
Okay.
That's how we look at it. It's like
Yeah.
that circle, you don't come into it, and then anybody outside of that, that's not us. Like
Got you.
I know
Okay.
you of him. It's like you free game, but
I think it's pretty much that way too.
Yeah,
But-
it's
I
the
think
same.
every like team or circle, as you said, it's like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but like let's say I'm gonna give another example. So let's say for you that I don't know you, but now I know you like as today, right? And I know you're close to Sergio. And let's say I met your girl like outside or whatever, and then Sergio comes to me and says, "That's like my boy's girl." I wouldn't touch it.
Okay,
you
yeah.
get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just because I've met you once and I know that you're
Out of
close
respect.
to Sergio.
Yeah.
But out of respect to Sergio also towards
Right.
you, I don't want to put him in this like weird position. You know, like it's not nice. So for me, that would be more how I would see it.
Yeah.
Depends.
Where the limit goes, let's say.
Well, it happened once. Like I've went to this party or whatever, and then it was Sergio's party. And then beforehand, like Sergio told me, like just because he knows my type or whatever, it's like this girl's gonna be there, or whatever. You can take this one. You're not touching. And I was like, why? Just like,
that's
listen,
a real one right
it's
there.
it's my boys.
See?
Even if I don't know the guy, like, I've never seen the guy, or whatever. Sergio was just like, this girl, like just not touching this girl. And I was like, whatever, because I respect Sergio, so I don't want to put him in this situation. Specifically, if he told me I had, like, if he didn't told me, it's another reason. Like, not another reason, but it's like, well, I didn't know. But now he told me in advance, so like, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, that's a real one right there.
But I mean, I have to, right? Because at the end of the day, it's like I like to be known as a reliable guy. And at the end of the day, like if let's say we all had girls, and let's say I was out, right? And your girl just so happened to be there with her friends. I'm looking out for your girl out of respect for you.
Yeah.
You know. So if anything goes down, like I'm there. But the minute you guys break up, that responsibility gets broken up with it too.
Yeah.
You know, there'll still be that common respect or whatever. But it's like now I
You won't go out of your way.
No, exactly. I close my eyes. I'm not going to be like, hey, you're my girl, you're my boy's ex. Like, you know, why are you dancing up on another guy kind of thing? It's like, I'm going to let you do your thing.
Yeah.
But like, I protect you as if like you're one of my own.
Yeah.
You know.
take it back. My first year, I did this one girl. I mean, I hope my girl don't listen to this, but I did this one girl, great looking, like one-on-one type stuff.
Yeah.
So like every one of my like, that's when like before I really had my friends, he was like, man, like, you sure you like this girl? Blah, blah. So like, and there's like an older guy, so I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, you my OG type stuff. Like, all right, like if you tell me something, I must listen type stuff. So then he's like, yeah, man, like I don't know if that's a good look, blah blah. So I'm like, cool. So then we was on for like 6 months. And then after that, I was like, you know what? Like, cause she was older. She was like 2-3 years older than me.
Okay.
So I'm like, you know what? Like, you about to go in the real world. I'm still a first year. Like, clearly, it's gonna be tough for this to work.
Yeah.
So then we break up, whatever. Bro, not even the next day, bro. It was on her back.
You're lying.
On everything I love. Not even a day. And then she gonna text me. She called me. She was like, there's a couple of your teammates that's reaching out to me. I said, hold up.
Who?
And then I'm like, what do you mean, my teammates? She was like, yeah, a couple of your teammates reaching out to me. Like, do they not respect you or something? I'm like, no, you're not finna try me like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, like, so who? So she's showing me the message, and I'm like,
Wow.
and you in there like, damn, that's tough.
But how do you go about that? You address that in the locker room? Or?
No, I mean, I just knew like, all right, nah, I'm not fucking with you because clearly you're not, like, we're not on the same page. So I just, evidence of that, like, you just tell me something, I just like, I'm like, oh, for real?
Yeah.
Damn. So
Like, you know something that he doesn't know.
Yeah.
Like
so I'm like, I dated a girl. She clearly gonna come back to me a day after he did that. So then after that, like, we got back together like 2 months later, and then like you just see like me and her like walking around, and you see Buddy like in the back type stuff.
Side eye.
Like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, like. But yeah, that's when like I learned the whole Broco thing. I was like, yo, and then I made it clear. I'm like, with my friends, I'm like, yo, like, if I'm fucking with you and you my mans, ain't no way you gonna do no shit like that. If you do, then I. But just know that I ain't fucking with you, like, and that's about it.
But some people are like that, man. You could kind of see in someone's personality, like just in how they move and how they talk about women. You kind of see if you'd be able to trust them.
He was one of those guys that's like supportive, like what you need, bro. Like,
he was slick.
Yeah, he was like, bro, hit me up if you ever like need, like you out, you need a ride, like hit me up, I got you. Like one of those. So it's like you confuse us, like, bro.
But why do you have to go after her? Like you just mentioned, like there's a bunch of other girls. Like why did you have to go? I mean, I guess people just constantly want to get what they can't have.
But I'm gonna be real. I don't trust any mans that like are like, I need the woman's attention. Oh yeah, like I can't. I don't trust like any of you guys in the room are not like that for a reason. Because if you are, I just can't. I can't vibe with you. Literally, we go out and then I see I'm trying to have a conversation with you, and like any other girl, you just like any girl that's giving you attention, you have to give attention. And it's like, I don't trust you because I know like if a situation happens and then you have to choose between your bro or some pussy,
you're gonna fold.
And he's gonna fold every single time. I don't trust that shit. So yeah.
If y'all ever try something on me. But on that note, I hope you guys took a lot of notes. Respect the bro code. Don't cheat on your girl.
Don't.
I mean,
what do you mean?
What do you mean?
What the?
First of all, black men don't cheat. So we start on the right foot. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, you can do half of it because I've seen you say black with like half of it.
you do that
light
half.
skin, bro.
Yeah, what's half?
Do you half cheat?
I mean, what's half cheat?
Like, do you like? Do you like?
Wait, what do you
Like,
mean? Do you fully cheat?
Like, do you do like half strokes? Wait, what?
What?
What the?
I can't back that one up.
He's one of yours too, huh? So, you claimed him.
I can't back that one up.
Oh shit!
So we're about to go do a 40-yard dash, see who's faster between hers and Carl. But I hope you guys enjoyed. It's been your boy Sergio's Talks. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
It's your boy Matt.
It's my boy Carl.
Hergy.
And we'll see you guys next week. Hope you guys enjoy.
Baja abajo la baby se mueve.